Hello.
Uh,
Can't say, dang, can't say hi to the no more.
why?
You roasted me. Can't
We're
say a quick little hello.
not even doing the intros yet.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
I could say hi here and there.
Mm-mm-mm. What were we doing last time?
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was... Have things changed in or outside the office since I arrived? I have new evidence to interrogate suspects with as well. I need to make sure I'm not missing. Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular, I feel like there is something to uncover here. I need to think about why Fredersen is getting framed.
Right,
Inspecting his
Fredersen.
surroundings should help.
Yeah. Get to investigating. So why we gotta figure out why you're being framed,
It's
my
a
guy.
list of all the most busy driver out of all four seems to be...
Evidence. Go. I'm gonna start from the front. Work my way back down to the. Back down.
I can't leave. I need to
Here. That.
It says it's locked.
Yeah, we can't. We don't have the server room yet.
The two desks on this side look unused.
I know we were kind of stuck. There was a.
Not a fan of all that. People just cry over everything.
Evidence. Just to prevent them evidence. What about you? Do you have anything else?
Life's just not going so well right now.
Tell me about it.
I lost all my hockey bets too.
Not the hockey beds.
There's something on that post back there. I don't know if you can.
This? Maybe we gotta do the journal. Oh yeah, we gotta,
Cakes.
that's what we gotta do. Let's solve this journal of the buses. Buses are being legally ordered. Oh no, wait. Cakes. Yeah, cakes are being illegally imported from. Oh, sorry.
Not cakes. I don't.
It has to be.
Means
Cakes.
why would it be?
Because we got the evidence from her.
Cake?
See everything. What? Cake recipe. Gonna give you up. They're going on a vacation.
Well, remember, got a whole bag of some gift. They thought it was Fred because
I think it's cakes. Two or fewer, so either one or two things are wrong. This one is Cilicia. The imported is right.
everything else is correct. Try salami.
What?
It only makes sense we're solving for salami.
Of a high-grade
Oh my
salami.
god.
I just needed to find
Brother?
out
Bro,
what was
do not let me
behind
be a
this.
detective.
Common sense wasn't so common. Literally solving for salami. Why would cakes be a...
Because
Western
the fucking
goods
computer
are
was talking
prohibited
about
from
cakes.
entering and being sold in the East.
The cake was a distraction.
This is why the
I was
salami
very
bandit
distracted.
decided to make a business out of buying high-grade salami in the West.
Like, you keep clicking cakes and it keeps telling you that it's wrong. I don't know how much more accurate you need
And
it to be.
selling it at a high profit. Also, for some reason, Sophie received a letter from the salami bandit.
That gave your answer right there.
Not let me be a
This was
detective.
serious. I had to question all of the employees. Thanks for coming, everyone. Well, everyone except for Sophie. Where is she?
Slacking off. Playing on her computer phone, like usual.
She's having problems with her family. She was at her desk and said she needed a moment.
I will start then regardless. I have made my deductions and drawn some serious conclusions.
Oh, finally! Is Freddy getting fired then?
Who is the murderer?
What? No one died.
I'm getting framed! I'm telling you!
What a load of baloney.
He is right, actually. He is getting framed.
What? Why would anyone bother?
Ah, that is the question, isn't it? Why would anyone bother?
Get to the point.
It's through my observations that I uncovered a conspiracy.
Ooh.
This is ridiculous! Why are we still listening to a random doc that waddled into this office? I'm leaving.
I'm a certified private investigator and...
It's okay. Just tell us what you know.
Salami is being smuggled from Salsiccia using your very own buses.
Huh? What's going on?
Oh, it is Salsiccia.
Okay, this is going too far. I really have more important things to do.
Now that is really scandalous. Does that mean we're losing our jobs?
I like how they're treating this like it's drugs.
Maybe.
I know. A fucking salami?
Listen, everybody! It's really important that no one leaves the premises.
I need to get back to work.
Oh, everybody's leaving?
I'm just like, everybody else.
I'm still here, Mr. Duck Detective.
Okay.
Sounds like my coke.
Yeah, I have a few that sound like.
It's a heart-shaped
I was gonna say the
necklace.
new.
Looks
does.
tacky. Someone gifted. It says.
This is getting intense, isn't it? Maybe you could need a little help? You seem lonely. I could be your assistant. What do you want me to do? Decipher messages? Talk someone into telling us the truth? Follow people around? I'm pretty good at that.
Just
What?
stay here.
Like this?
Yup, you're doing great.
Oh, who would hire me at this age? Oh, maybe I can be a real estate agent. I always wanted to be a rich real estate agent.
What Sophie's doing? Talk to her.
There, remember?
Oh, I thought she said at the front.
But she said she needed the moment having a
She left?
family.
Just like this? Maybe she's at home. Should I look for her?
Sophie left! And she left a note on the desk.
Hey. That's it. I quit. Sophie.
What a dramatic turn. I should keep this as evidence.
Did all of
Let's see. The last dialed number on this phone is 03051777.
Look at her computer. No number. Birthday.
on the Reddit.
Block this. It's the number on the phone.
She complained about this online.
I don't think we can go here yet.
It says it's locked. And this is the note Sophie left. Can you tell me more about it?
It doesn't make sense at all that she'd just suddenly leave. She definitely needs the money. And she would have told me. I'm her friend.
Did you read Sophie's letter?
I did. Something's off.
Agree.
Something's different.
Glad all of our farms are going.
What do you think of this note?
It's no surprise she's left, is it?
Why?
Would you want to work with someone you've dated in the past?
Boris.
Oh, boss man.
Have you seen Sophie's resignation?
No. I can't say it comes at a surprise. She never particularly enjoyed her job. It's difficult finding replacements nowadays, though.
What do you think of Sophie's resignation?
Oh? I guess Boris was overdoing it a bit with that present. I did tell him to cool off a bit. Why are people not listening to me?
I think kind of apparent that
What do you think about
Boris
this
is-
letter?
People don't know how to write letters. What's with the weird look?
Yeah.
It's a letter for an application for a promotion to Senior Customer Service Agent, signed by L. Angst.
What else can we go outside?
I can't leave now. I need to solve the...
Need to find more words. Not hearing them.
we didn't.
Talking me?
Michael.
Someone is clearly obsessed with detectives.
Did we check the bulletin board, dude?
Yeah, we already did.
Detective work isn't easy. I was sure I...
More words.
The plushie
I already looked at everything.
fridge.
Oh,
I didn't know you could do
I doubt they washed their hands.
Oh, there's a
Check the-
phone here.
Someone forgot their phone.
Cause she's.
This is curious. Why
All the
would
words.
she write like this?
All the words.
What are we missing?
There's two things that we're supposed to.
Okay, which ones are the ones that have?
Put all of them in.
Or is it there?
Yeah. Let's define all the words first.
What's that?
Expected.
Bosses.
We overlooked.
It says finally, Manfred is out of his office.
Yeah, we're coming.
Time to
That's
see
right.
what's
The
behind his
painting.
precious.
Safe.
It's a letter for an application signed by L.
I have no idea what those you see an exclamation point on. Did I talk to him? Move.
It's not really a detective's job to spin crazy conspiracy theories, is it?
Sometimes the truth is pretty crazy.
Seems a bit cheap.
No closer. Solving the. Talk to Boris.
Why would Laura recruit you to deal with a theft? Aren't there any other detectives who are actually qualified for the job?
I've been doing very well so far, if I do say so myself. The truth will be revealed in the end.
Huh?
Fuck you. I have no idea.
I don't want to look it up yet.
Me neither.
Exclamation.
Yeah.
What if it says
I have no idea what those
what's
things.
worse is
I'm
It's a list of all the most bit.
Maybe I should write a. It can't be that hard.
you post a note next. Actually, letters O. Acronyms are for the different service operating driver. Acronym. Because there's two customer service. Operating off bus driver says find the piece for near Freddy's
Got it.
desk.
holy moly, that's so fucking confusing. I would have never guessed
I
that.
always wanted to open a ridiculously big safe. Let's see what secrets he has in here.
The key.
Go. We can get to the room.
Absent father. Rants note.
Awful lot of security for a branch manager of a bus company. Wait, this keychain. Here it is. The key for the server room.
W. Solve the case too for this one. Exception. Could still be right because there's two for you.
Sophie got kidnapped. There must be more to this.
To the server room.
Let's see what's
What are you?
secret detective business.
Why are you questioning?
Bitch, I am the detective. Right? I have jurisdiction.
The electrical sparks and blinking lights
Anywhere.
created a
What I want.
claustrophobic atmosphere.
I got no jurisdiction anywhere, but I'll do what I
definitely
want.
Felt that I wasn't supposed to be here. What's he keeping in all these boxes?
You know,
I don't think it's meant to do this.
Mills? Yeah.
Same, brother.
Been there the whole day?
He said, am I that fucking...
Honestly, this is nicer than my apartment.
Day. Camera 3 back. So who the hell? Ah, cool.
What's up with these bear bus vouchers on eBay?
Now solve the more business. Tommy Bandit. Manfred. Out. Bearbutt. Illegally. Ugh.
Voucher.
I think this makes sense. Manfred provides value. Doing something.
the salami bandit Sophie.
But it's still wrong. But that makes sense though.
It does. Top 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I try?
But like that.
They're buses or salamis?
Oops. The salami bandit framed Manfred. Stay quiet about fair bus. Really not selling. buses? They're already. What could it be? Let's look at our clues again. Bottom ones are the bottom ones are. Go back one. The computer on the top. Yeah. I'll tell them everything. Okay. Sophie knew something. Go to the number. Go to the whoever the salami bandit is, blackmailing Manfred.
Detective work isn't easy. I was sure I would.
And Manfred telling
Wait. Illegally selling vouchers. Omni Bandit kid. Voucher. That could be a possibility. Manfred. Vouchers. Buses. There's like different ways this makes sense, and like we've found different ways that can make sense.
Rufus and Margaret were doing with the vouchers. It might be
Rufus and Margaret were
illegal,
selling them
Yeah, we
but
were
this
way
wasn't what
off.
I was here for.
because they were nowhere near the
needed to
in every other equation. They were nowhere near, so
I
we thought they were
quickly
just there
needed
to be
find
there.
out where Sophie was being kept. I also couldn't let the salami bandit get away with this. It was finally time to find out who was behind everything.
Kidnap Sophie.
Oh my God! That's where she is being kept.
Yeah, makes sense because the boss is out there.
Stayed calm now. I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them.
Salami bandit.
World of that is
Manfred is the salami
Manfred
bandit.
is the salami bandit.
He's the salami bandit.
That makes a lot of sense.
Salami lead.
Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Frederson ended up incriminating Manfred instead. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this? I had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
The dirty work.
Laura.
Accomplice. Oh, dude.
Where is it? Forest. Boris is the salami lid's accomplice. Boris is the salami lid's accomplice because the salami bandit needed someone who could carry out the
Margaret and Rufus.
Yeah, but Boris is a bus driver. He can easily go get it.
But he has nothing. I don't think he had anything to do with it. We'll try Boris. We'll try Boris.
The driver, so he can bring him, import them and bring.
Oh shit!
He's the best. Everybody's
wasn't working alone.
involved, except Laura.
The bus driver to be involved.
Damn,
He's
bro.
the bus driver.
You a detective as hell, bro. Make your next indie character detective.
What are you
That's a
doing in
thing?
there? Snooping around, are we? That room is strictly
That'd
off
be cool.
limits. I even put up posters.
This is for important.
Oh.
I'm like Rick Ross.
Done.
Boris. The lector.
Boris here is right. Telling. This is alright. Goodness. Something.
Oh, so
Sophie's in on it.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this.
It makes sense.
Aha! I had it all figured out now. It was time that I confront the culprits.
So is everybody
But
except
first,
Laura.
I had to free Sophie.
Oh,
Sophie! What happened?
what's going on out here?
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic.
It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
But
Read the room.
This is how everything went down. The Britzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then, Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch!
What?
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes?
All of them.
Manfred was the mastermind behind everything. Should Manfred get arrested?
Yeah.
He is the reason this all started in the first place.
And he
Of
kidnapped
course he
Sophie.
should be
This is
arrested.
a real crime too.
What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible. She manipulated
Everybody
poor
involved.
Boris into taking the salami across the border. Should Sophie get arrested?
Yeah.
What she did was clearly illegal. She needs to face the consequences. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
Yes.
He might have not realized what was going on entirely, but that doesn't mean he's not liable for engaging in the smuggling. All right? I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie! Boris!
And I do it again! Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts?
Good
If
job,
anyone actually
Ligger.
worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place.
Hey, I work.
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions. How am I going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours? And while we're at it, Rufus, how dare you embezzle money from the company and then threaten me?
Gonna work.
Yeah.
Not here for that right now.
Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off. And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie adaptation.
Look who's going to jail now, Manfred. Not me, that's for sure.
I stand by what I said. I regret nothing.
What is this? If I had known that calling the Duck Detective would result in this, I would have never done it. You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch, not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
Yeah.
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did Boris have to lose the bag? My God, he is such an idiot!
I had no idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan? You said your cousin was ill, and the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
I should have known. If
True.
you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective. You're just as cool as I imagined.
Not now, Fredderson.
Yeah,
Like really bad.
that was terrible.
The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress.
Get the asses to jail.
But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak.
Is this it?
Lady Justice.
That was it.
Damn, that was short as hell.
That was super.
It was fun, I guess.
Gotta keep going with like other.
Yeah.
Speaking of